Good evening, friends. This medical news roundup for April 24, 2026 highlights major regulatory shifts in mental health, breakthroughs in gene therapy, and significant moves in medical technology and pharmaceuticals. Regulatory and mental health headlines. FDA accelerates mental health access. Following an executive order from April 18, 2026, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, today announced regulatory actions to speed up the development of serotonin 2A agonists and other perception-altering psychedelic medications for conditions like depression and PTSD. Medical marijuana reclassification. The U.S. Acting Attorney General signed an order reclassifying medical marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, a move expected to reduce federal restrictions and provide tax breaks for licensed operators. Federal focus on peptides. Health and Human Services, HHS, Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is pushing to loosen federal restrictions on peptides, a move likely to impact longevity clinics and telehealth providers. Breakthrough research and clinical trials. First gene therapy for hearing loss. Yesterday, the FDA approved otarmeni, lunzatagene parvequa, the first dual AAV vector-based gene therapy for pediatric and adult patients with severe to profound hearing loss caused by OTOF gene mutations. Apollo AI Health Prediction. Researchers introduced Apollo, a multimodal AI model trained on 25 billion clinical events. It significantly outperforms traditional methods in predicting 3-year risks for heart failure, ORAC 0.88, and type 2 diabetes, ORAC 0.85. Head-to-head heart trial. Johnson & Johnson launched the Prosigna randomized controlled trial, a landmark head-to-head study comparing different pulsed field ablation, PFA, technologies for treating persistent atrial fibrillation. Market moves in medtech. J&J acquires Atraverse Medical. Johnson & Johnson announced a definitive agreement to acquire Atraverse Medical, specifically for its FDA-cleared hotwire radiofrequency guide wire system used in left heart access procedures. Growth of agentic AI in clinics. Physicians are increasingly using tools like Claude Code to build custom clinical applications, though experts warn this trend requires new security audits to prevent AI-generated vulnerabilities in health systems. Healthcare logistics expansion. Amcor opened a $35 million advanced healthcare packaging facility in Malaysia to produce sterile medical device packaging for the Southeast Asian market. Finance spotlight. Healthcare Co. Ltd. In the Chinese markets, Healthcare Co. Ltd. saw a slight decline in its share price today. Ongoing health concerns. Mercury poisoning warning. Doctors at Sayadri Manipal Hospital reported a case of severe mercury poisoning in a child using unsupervised herbal powder for skin patches, leading to seizures and coma. Measles elimination fragility. A study presented at the Pediatric Academic Society's 2026 meeting highlighted the risks of sustained measles transmission in the U.S. due to localized pockets of unvaccinated populations. Premature babies admitted to NICUs may undergo about 14 painful procedures a day, such as punctures, tube placements, or diagnostic tests. For decades, it was assumed that neonates experienced little or no pain. Current evidence, however, shows that perception was wrong. Today we know that, for the same painful stimulus, neonates, and especially preterm infants, experience more intense and prolonged pain, with a greater risk for long-term biological consequences. Medscape. Asterisk personality. And some types of cancer, asterisk. Tumors in the brain and spinal cord aren't the only ones that can affect personality. If you have a cancerous one in your pituitary gland, which controls your hormone levels, that'll do it, too. So can adenocarcinoma, which you get in cells that make mucus and other fluids. You can get that throughout your body, including the breasts, colon, lungs, and pancreas. WebMD. Please hit the like button on this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the fast-moving world of medicine. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Disclaimer: compiled information. The audience/viewers must verify the contents before use. The creator, publisher, and YouTube will not be responsible for any harm.